Good morning, everyone. I'm here in my creative world, and I just thought I would hop on and stream because I'm trying to stream more, and I'm specifically trying to live stream on Shorts more. And I don't know if anyone is here, but let's just get building and see if anyone joins. First of all, I need to clear out all this water. So just to let you know what's going on here. I've taken portions of an SMP that I'm playing on. So I've taken portions of the world, and that's why it's a little bit ugly and messed up. And it's just so that I can work on it in creative. So there's this little bit here that I've been working on, and this connects to there. And because I've pasted it in, the water's just gone a bit messy, basically. So we're gonna try to clean that up a little bit, and yeah, and then we'll go from there. But the thing that I want to work on in survival. So I play on an SMP called Interrealms, and that's where I've been doing my building. And I just want to work on a dock over here, so that's why I've taken this portion. I like to work on things in creative first before I go and build them in like survival. So we're just going to block all this water off here. And I use Axiom as well, so we can probably use Axiom to help us out here a little bit as well. So hopefully that's blocked off that water, and then we need to take this block here and then just go across like this. So I have a schematic on here, and I can get rid of that as well. So let's turn that schematic off. Just need to do some adjusting because I can't actually see you. I can't actually see anything right now. There we go. I can put this up here. I'm just moving some stuff around so I can see it, basically. There we go. And according to this, my stream is not doing too bad. It's doing excellent, actually, the conditions. So let's just keep going. So I've got a reference picture up, and I'm just working purely off of that. It's not a Minecraft picture. It's just like an artwork that I picked off Pinterest. I don't like to look at other people's Minecraft stuff as inspiration, because I feel like I'm just gonna end up like copying what they do. So I try to do everything myself. So we'll just build this big wall up here if we can. That'll do. Right. And we can stop some of this water. Let's get rid of this for now. So my plan is to, like I said, I build this in survival on the Interrealms. So I actually also stream on Twitch as well. So my thinking is that I start doing some creative stuff on YouTube Live, and then when it comes to actually building it in survival, I think I'm going to do it over on Twitch. And then I've got a little bit of both worlds, best of both worlds. Trying really hard not to sing Hannah Montana right now. Go. And this, I don't think I'm going to keep this as stone bricks. This is just like, it's a base that I was using to stop the water and to make it feel like it's connected to the ground. Because all this is going to be underwater. So you're not even going to see it. I don't want to do it floating because I feel like that's just a bit of a cop-out. Alright, and now... Ah, nearly done. Nearly done. This is a struggle. And then I'm just gonna... So, the reference... The idea for this area that I've been calling it Japanese rural countryside. That's kind of what I'm going for in this area. I know it doesn't look like it right now. It looks a bit of a mess right now. But that is the end goal. Gosh. See, if I hadn't had the schematic and built most of this in survival, like this little dock area, just roughly, I got the idea of like how big I wanted it to be. If I hadn't have done that, I would have been able to just make a very nice rectangle with Axiom, but I'm having to do it the long way. So let's get a sponge, because we need to soak up some of this water. And we're just trying to make a nice place for us to actually do some building. It's like, what is it to say? It's like clean house, clean mind, clean workspace. And I've not been wanting to work on this because I knew that this area was like a mess, so... Some very rough stuff that I've built. Like I built it all individually so that I could take it into survival, and that's why it's like such a mess here. Ooh, gotta do this bit too. We'll leave it water inside. Right, this needs to be... We'll make that dirt. Farmland. This is glitched out, but this is kind of like... I don't know why this is glitched out so much, but this is like all farmland. I must not have like taken that bottom layer when I did the schematic. And then look, you can see all my shulker boxes from where I've been working on this area in survival. This is a random mangrove tree because I did a rice paddy here, and I used like these propagules, and I just put string on top of them. But if you miss one piece of string, you get mangrove trees, unfortunately. Let's clean this up a little bit. Go. Does anyone else have a creative world like this where it's just a mess? Right. Come on, there we go. I'll do... I don't even know why this is here. There we go. Right, okay, and let's fill this bit out. I didn't even think this was water sources. Okay, it's not. Okay, this is weird. It's like trying to fill itself in, but it's got nothing, nowhere to go. Right. And then we can just pop onto Axiom and fill this in. I don't know if you can see on the actual screen here, but I'm in the Axiom menu. And it's probably not showing very well on stream because of just the way that we've had to do it like vertically. But yeah, that's what that was. Let's get rid of this tree as well. Okay. And I want to fill in this top layer, and I want it to be like this mix of blocks that I've got on the side over here. So we'll do some cobble, we'll do some andesite, and we'll do just some like normal bricks like here. So I might actually be able to take this section and copy paste it. So what do we need? We need a mixture of cobble. Let's get rid of this. What? So we need some cobble. That's me. Stone. And what was it? I said bricks as well, right? Okay, so let's do bricks. And then later we'll do like some patches of mossy cobble and stuff as well, because you've got all that as well, haven't you there? So maybe I can see if I can do this with Axiom here. I'll try to like zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. But I think I want to take this section over here. And I want to fill this. I want to paint this basically, don't I? So let's do a noise painter. We've already got stone. We need to do cobblestone. We need to do andesite, and then we'll do stone bricks as well. So we'll fill this. I'm just filling this section with gold. I don't know how hard it is to actually see this. I apologize. But we've just very quickly made a bit of a noise painter, but don't know. I think that could be messier. But we'll start with that for now. Yeah, this definitely could be messier. But let's just like plan out our actual like buildings that we want. So this is kind of like where we come up, I think. And then we want another builder. What's the build for? Hey, welcome in. I play on an Interrealms. I play on an SMP called Interrealms, and I'm just practicing my building on here, and then I'll do a schematic and I'll paste it on there. And I want to do kind of like a rural Japanese kind of dock. Because this is like all gonna be underwater in the actual survival world. So we're just going to, I think we're just gonna do like an outline of what we want to do. I like to use gold because it's just easy to change, and I know for a fact I'm not gonna be using it in my build. So when I use World Edit and Axiom, I'm not gonna accidentally delete anything. Alright, so we want something along here maybe. And then we have a little bit of a gap out here where we can put some stuff out front. And this is going to be kind of a square building. This one. Like this. But it's going to have some added bits to it. So we'll put this in one. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. Oh my gosh, it's Troz, you found me. Welcome in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's take this back. So we want an odd number so we have an even center, of course. And then we'll take this in and do another odd number like that. Like this. And then let's see what it is down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. That's a nice odd number. I have eyes everywhere. This is new. Yeah, this is new. I've had a couple people tell me now that I should try this, and this isn't going to be in replacement of Twitch. This is just going to be alongside it, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should we do 9? And then something like this. And this is just so we don't have a boring build at the end of it. I've been going around from stream to stream asking a simple question. Oh no. Oh no. Go on. Keep it clean, please. Right, so we have one building here, and then we want a bit of a gap. How's it been going? Not bad. It's not bad. It took a little bit of time to like get all the settings right and things like that, and getting used to the fact that I can only have like video on like 3/4 of the screen. But yeah, it's not bad. I don't think it's as nice. Like, I don't have everything set up as nice as I do on Twitch and things like that. But I think it's got its. I think it's got its own good things. If that makes sense. Sorry, it's very, very early in the morning. Words are hard right now. Right, and I think I actually want the dock to come in a little bit over here, because docks are always like straight up. So let's see if we can move like maybe from here to here. So I'm going to try to zoom out so you can see that I've taken a selection. And I'm going to move it in a bit. And we just want it to, oh no. I want to move it in. Do I want to move it out? I think I want to move it out. Yeah, because then we can kind of like have some stairs down to an area where there's some like little pulley boats. So we'll do that. Oh, of course. Question is very clean. Last time I asked this, they thought I was... Yeah, I think there's a reason why people keep, like, religion and heavy topics like that out of streams. And I would prefer to do that if you don't mind. But the answer is yes. Right, so we've made this side a little bit bigger, but the question is, do we move it in a little bit over here? To like here maybe? I can see why this is going to be more annoying to do this selection. Okay, so I know it's looking a little bit wonky, but it's gonna make sense later, I hope. Let's see. Let's just smear this. It's probably one of my favorite Axiom tools, is just the smear. There we go. Right, so now we'll have an area for pulley boats down here and fishing, and an area over here as well. And it also gives a little bit of like characteristics and movement to the dock, if that makes sense. It's not as stagnant. Right, and then we want a building over here, and I think one more over here. Let's try get some shapes here. So maybe just like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And do I go in? Go in by 2. Have this little area here, and then one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. This is going to create some weird shapes. But we'll go with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, okay. Yeah, just something like that. And then we can get an idea of how big we need to do these and the amount of detail we can put into them and things like that. And these, let's be honest, these aren't going to be used. I did a little build here, and it's got no interior. It's purely just for aesthetics. And I think that's what these are going to be as well, because I haven't even got around to doing interior in my big base yet, which is that thing up there. Right, here we go. A little bit of a gap. And I think we want to go in a bit. We want this to be a bit of a less gap. But we've got 2 shapes now. And I think maybe we want something different at the end here. Like maybe like a way down, and then like a smaller platform here that's like right on the water for people that are getting into boats, or people that are just like want to sit and fish. Or should we do it on this side? Now let's do it here. Let's do it here. So we probably want to take this whole thing down a bit, like quite a bit down. Or nope, that's smear. We don't want to do that. We want to move. Kind of like this, maybe. No, I don't want it to be as big as that. And then we'll put some stairs down here. Maybe we can like have this bit. Alright, hang on. We can like delete this bit. Right, we're gonna move this. We'll take it to like halfway maybe, and then delete. And then we'll have a flatter bit here. There we go. And then this can be kind of like where like little boats can come like all the way up. Like this. Would it be like this maybe? I'm not sold on that, but we might change that. Suppose this should just be water, shouldn't it? Fill all of this in. I don't know if we can just like keep filling it in. It's supposed to, like, Minecraft is supposed to be smart and fill it in, but sometimes it really doesn't. Like, if you have water sources around the edge, isn't it supposed to, like, fill it out? Like, that? Nope. Are these water sources yet? There we go. There we go. Okay, something like that. And then we can put another building here. And then also it's not too long. The dock isn't too long and there's like, we can put more detail rather than just a bunch of buildings. And like I said, we'll try to do some like rickety stairs here. And on the other side as well. And maybe we could have like some lobster catchers or something, you know? All those little details they'll come afterwards. So we've got a building here, and we want to try put another little building here, but we'll see. And I like the idea of people walking down the dock, and if they want to get to the other side, they kind of have to like cut through little alleyways, maybe. Good morning? Is it a good morning? Why is good morning a question? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll do that. And then maybe something here. Six. Like that. I think this is enough to be getting on with. It is literally 9 a.m. Yeah. I woke up to my boyfriend's alarm, which goes off at 6 a.m. And yeah, I just couldn't get back to sleep. So I thought, and I'm supposed to do a stream today. I stream on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I thought maybe I can squeeze in a little live stream, a little Twitch live stream before I stream over on Twitch. Because I keep getting told consistency is key and lots of streaming is key. So I'm trying my best. I said the best of both worlds earlier, and now I've got that stupid song stuck in my head. I will sort some music out eventually. It's just I'm very used to being able to play what I want on Twitch, and you can't do that on YouTube as far as I know. So yeah, I will sort that out eventually. If I keep streaming on here, which I think I will, because I'm having fun. So there's gonna be like an entryway here. We'll do something. We'll do some like vegetation because there's like there's a thing here. So we need to implement that into the world. So I don't want to build anything here because I want it to be like a natural progression onto the dock. And I'll have to terraform it a little bit. All right, here we go. So I have some shapes. That's what we have. We've made progress. Stairs, stairs. There's going to be some stairs down here onto a little flat. I want like a little wooden thing. We'll do this for now, but I want like a little wooden dock that you come out onto that's here. And it's just kind of like to progress down so that you're closer to the water and closer to the boats. And you might find some people like fishing on here, like just sat fishing, you know. I don't know why, but when I said that, the scene from Tokyo Drift where those guys are fishing and just popped into my head. But yeah, we'll have something like that. And I'm going to put some basic stairs here just so I know, but just so I know what I want here, but it's not going to stay this, I don't think. It'll probably be stone to match the floor. Like that. like that. Again, that's why we're building gold as well, because none of this is set in stone. All interchangeable. We want it down to the water level, which I don't actually know where the water level is. Probably down here, right? We'll make this one stairs, actually, because we want it to be short. Right, and this will, like, yeah, this is literally just like, maybe you'll come down here, maybe you'll like grab your little lobster traps or oyster traps or whatever, and that'll be it. And it's like hand wooden. Oh my gosh. 6 a.m. people. That's when I woke up. It'll be like wooden hand built stairs that people have built just to like get down to the water's edge. Right, okay. You often see like little poles as well that are just in the water that people have, I don't know, like they've done, again, they've just placed so that you can like maybe tie off a boat or something, like randomly. But we'll try make it so they make sense, but they're just like stuck up out of the water. So we'll do that. Now let's talk about what blocks we want to use here. Let's talk about what blocks we want to use here. First of all, I'm gonna pop into Axiom like this, and let me just connect all these because Axiom doesn't like when textures are connected. I said connectures. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. So we'll pop here and we'll select these. See, if I'd built them out of stone when I was trying to select them, it would have like selected a bunch of stuff, which is obviously not good. And I would like to extrude. Let's extrude these things. Yeah. Why are you not working? Let's do 5 high. Like that. Don't worry about all this being kind of flat because we're gonna add plenty of detail, so don't worry about that. So from the picture that I've got, it's quite colourful. You know, it's no building is the same. These are like ramshackled things that have been built on over time and things like that. And you know, they've got fishing poles for sale outside and just random junk that's just everywhere, and maybe like some cauldrons that are filled with bait, you know. So I don't worry about like all the buildings need to be matchy because they don't. I don't even think that the bottom of these buildings are going to be matching with the top. In fact, I'd prefer it if they didn't. But let's make like maybe like an area here where you can like buy some bait. You know, you can just come up here and buy some bait. And then what colours do we want for this? Do we want to go like really out there and maybe use some terracotta? Like maybe some orange terracotta and some blue or green, maybe. And then bricks. Maybe some bricks. Oh. So I have no plans for this, as you can see. I just kind of want to see how this looks. So, gonna make... What would this look like if this was like terracotta and then maybe like a blue patch here? I know it's strange. You know. Let's just turn all of this terracotta so that we can get a feel for it. And probably... Yo, welcome in, Jacob. I'm just building. I kind of am building this and I don't really have a plan. I have a reference picture, but it's kind of all over the place. It's kind of a mess. The bottom bit is kind of like wood, and then these bright colors, and the top is like a normal house. Kind of like it's been built up over years, and they just kind of didn't really know where they were going with it. So let's do that too. Yeah. If you can get it right and there's no pressure, yeah, it can be really fun. Do I want to maybe bring this out here like this? I swear, half of my builds, I don't know if I'm gonna like them until like halfway through or right to the end. Like I might have it in my head that I want to just like get rid of this whole thing until the end. Right. So this color's still not right. What blocks have we got? We've got some stripped. Or maybe we try some mangrove. But the bottom is definitely different than the top. So let's try this. Oh, getting it wrong is half the fun. It happens to me so many times when I was remodeling an agency. Oh, that sounds cool. I have a friend on the Interrealms. Like, all this is like to build on the Interrealms. I've built this there. I've built all this. This is a work in progress. I built that thing on the Interrealms. And this is gonna go on there as well. And I know somebody on there who's actually remodeling a city, and it's looking really cool. Right, if I do mangrove like this, then I can interject some different shading and textures by doing like patches of this and making it feel a bit rough and ready. Right, so I think I might go with that. Okay. And we want a little blue bit here with like maybe a trapdoor, like just like a little open window. Change that for now. I think I can swap this stuff out for mangrove. I just don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do the orientation that I want. I think I can. Okay. Mangrove, and I want it on the y-axis. Okay, so do that. Yay. Okay, I already feel better about this color. The orange was a bit too harsh. We'll do maybe this one for the top. And this, yeah, like I said, this is going to be like a little place where you buy bait. I don't know about the blue yet. We'll see about the blue. Okay. I do like building without a plan. It's just that when you do it on stream, it can. There's a little bit of pressure. It's like, I think it's like drawing, like, you know, when you, I don't know if anyone draws, but you don't want anyone to see your process because it looks a mess. But then the end result can be kind of nice. Yeah, I do prefer the mangrove. Oh, I don't want to fall through the floor though. Hi, welcome in. I'm really sorry, but this is just a flat creative world that I am using to build some stuff. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you'll know exactly what I mean then. You don't want anyone to see your process. You just want people to see the end result. Like I built this house over here, and this is actually on the server now. I've built this. And as I was building it, I was just like, oh, this looks terrible. This looks terrible. I'm using so many random blocks. But then when I got to the end, it kind of, I was like, ah, that's not too bad. It feels like it came together quite nicely. But mid build, yeah, I did not like this. All right, and then I think we want to go out a bit here. Or do we want to go straight up? I think I would like to go out here. I don't know. It's not exactly saying that on the reference picture, but I feel like maybe it should go out and have a little bit of a little something something. How does this match? That matches actually nicely. Hey, it's almost like I planned it. And then I probably want this to go in just for a bit of different shape here. And we'll get rid of that one. Right. This will go straight up. But now do we have an odd number? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have 6. Okay. I might need to do that. Sorry, it looks a little weird right now, but I need an odd number for it to feel right. We'll see. We'll see. And then we want a balcony as well. Sorry about that. We're just getting a drink. It's still very early in the morning for me. It's just turned 8 a.m. And yeah, I woke up at 6 and I was like, I really fancy streaming. So here we are. We could also add in some of this. See if we can make this work. Weird is good. Most of the time in builds evens out towards the end and looks normal anyways when you finish it. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. my base up here, like this is on the Interrealms as well. Yeah, this felt very much the same. I don't know if you can see this because there's a bit of a delay. But yeah, this was definitely one of those where it was like I hated it while I was building it. And I was just like, keep going, it'll happen, something will happen. And it was all the details that kind of just like brought it together. And yeah, in the end, I ended up liking it. And I still need to work on it, but yeah. We just put the balloon up and we have the telescope on top. My friend has actually built like a secret base in there. But yeah. So I definitely am one of those people where I need to force myself to keep building because I think if I do, I know something good's gonna come of it. But I hate like the pro. I have a lot of self doubt. If it's not obvious. But here we go. Let's just keep going. And then I want to do something drastic. I think maybe sandstone for the top. Bear with me. Bear with me. I think maybe some sandstone. Like this. 8-hour difference. Wow. Yeah. That's a big one. I won't ask too much personal information and like ask you where you're from if you don't want to share. But yeah, that's a big difference. Alright, okay. So we actually want like a big awning coming out here. And then we want a balcony here. I just don't know if I want them on the same level or not. Also, do we want to do something like this for now and probably change it? Like that. So in the reference picture, are you from California? Nice. I've only ever been to Florida. That's the only time I've been to the US. And it's weird because I really enjoyed it, but everyone that I've talked to that's from the US have always said like, oh, it's one of the rougher parts of the states. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, hope you keep safe and that. I've heard a little bit about it, but I've not looked into it too much. I kind of try to stay away from the news and stuff. But yeah, keep safe. Hope it gets sorted soon. Want something like this. And then we could maybe like add the red mangrove sign, and then we're kind of like keeping with that color, like with downstairs, so we're not straying too far away from it, and then we're not adding too many colors. Hey, welcome in, Eclipser. Do we want to do a middle one just for consistency here? There we go. Yeah, it's happening. Some stuff's happening. I actually want like a little awning here as well. I just don't know if I want to use the same colour. So what slabs do we have? And I suppose I could do the red. Like this maybe. No, I don't like it. This is why we're building creative first. I could do grey. Maybe. How does grey look? Right. I think I want it out to there. I think this might change. We'll see. But let's just do this for now. And then maybe... No. Nope. Just do that. Maybe. Yeah, this doesn't quite feel right. I suppose I could just do that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's just about taking kind of a plainish building and just adding so much detail that you kind of forget that it's plain. And we want, like I said, we want an awning out here, and it's gonna be on like stilts kind of here. So I think we want it 2, 3, 4, 5. Want it to about here. We'll just use wall for now, and probably change this out. And kind of looks like, from the reference picture, it kind of looks like it's kind of like a bricky. So let's see what this looks like. The mud bricks might be the way to go, actually. I hate to say it because I hate gathering mud, but what are you going to do here? Hmm. Something like that, maybe. Or maybe we can get rid of that and do that, and then just have it flat to the wall, maybe. Like, that feels better. Okay, yeah. I wasn't expecting to have it so far out, but I think that's the only way it's going to work with this. Right, there we go. I really don't like how far out that is. Okay, that's just one back, but it already feels better. Right, there we go. We'll see. We'll see about that. And maybe we can have some bits under here. And this is gonna be a bit of a flatter roof. Like so. Alright, I'm gonna stick with the mud bricks, but it'll probably change. I don't want it to be kind of like this. It'll come out a bit. Maybe like this. I don't think I'm going to keep the cream. Like, I tried to see everything in like colors rather than blocks, and I don't love the cream. And then this is going to need a support at some point. But for the sake of just placing blocks right now, we'll do the spruce slabs again. Kind of like over here I've got like a burst of green. That might work. Like just adding in a random color and seeing what it feels like. And we have a little bit of blue over here, so maybe we can keep that kind of like going throughout the build. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, it's very random. It's very harsh, but we'll see if we can make it work. Right. So I'm trying to think of how I did this over here. Okay, this is just a normal, like, block for block roof. But I think if we got the half slabs, we do have half slabs here. Okay. Honestly, no idea why I've got that in my head, by the way. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's keep that way. I want it to kind of feel like it, you know, it's got like wooden structures holding it up, but we'll see. I might just do that for the bottom and then change it for the top. Right, let's get a roof on this thing, shall we? And just a rough one for now. What do we want to do for the roof? Do we want to do deep slit? No. No, I don't like it. Really desperately don't want to do bricks, but I feel like bricks could work. As much as I don't want to do bricks. I think we're gonna have to go. Um, no, that does not look right. Bear with me. Well, I try some stuff here. Nope. Right. I don't. I do prefer doing fancier roofs, but like for this style that I'm going for, I feel like I need to keep it simple. Like it hurts me a little bit to just do a normal roof like this, but yeah, I feel like it needs to be this way to keep the style. Um, this is kind of a bit of a flat roof, isn't it? Hmm. There we go. Do I want to move this in a little bit, maybe? Right, guys, I am just going to go for a very quick 2-minute break and I'm going to get a drink and have a little stretch, but I will be back. So I'll if you guys are still here when I get back, then great. And if you're not, I hope you have a nice day and I'll catch you another time. But we will be right back. Welcome back, guys. Let's keep going. I had a little drink, I had a little walk around. I am ready. So, I'm not loving the roof. We definitely need to do something different. Not the feel that I want. Not really sure what's gonna be the feel that I want, to be honest with you. I'm looking at this image and I think I just have to accept that it's gonna be hard to get that in Minecraft. Right, so there's a little hidey hole here, like a little window here. And we can maybe do a campfire for this. And let's get this guy. We can do like just a little campfire above it, maybe. Just something really simple. And then I think a bit of a bigger window here. Or do we want to do a trapdoor? We could add a bit of copper into this. Is this waxed? No. Add a bit of copper. What if we just did like a little window box like this? Is this too much? Yeah, I think this is too much for what we want this to be. I'm spending way too much time on that little bit there. Alright, let's probably... I'd like to try do like a sliding kind of thing. So maybe something in the middle. And then if we do this here, will it kind of look like it's a sliding window? Like they've slid it back. But I don't know if I want to do that trapdoor. I mean... Oh, we also have the other one to try, don't we? We have there's an actual pale oak door now, isn't there? Signs do so much work. Like they add so much detail. That's a little box there. I feel like I want a little sill here as well. I might just do that. I really wish I knew how I got these random songs in my head. I haven't played Sonic in ages. And now it's making me want to. Okay. I don't know if I like this. I think I just feel like I need to add something here, but maybe I don't. Aww. Aww. Do we do something like this? like that, and then a sign over the top. Ooh, like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I feel like that works. I don't like this. I don't feel like this works. What can we put in there? I've seen people do the scaffolding thing. I don't know if I like it, but I kind of get it. I'm dreading how many blocks this is going to be together already. Um, uh, huh. I kind of like, I want it to be, I want it to feel like it's a window, but like it's closed, or it's got a pattern at least. Something like that, maybe. We'll come back to that. Now I would love to, we have a telephone pole right here, right? It doesn't look like this. It looks actually finished, like this one over here. And I would like to have it connected to like this little island, as if like, hey, that's how they get their electric, you know? So we can add like some little electrical boxes and things around the house. I hate this roof so much. I hate over passion. Well, that's gonna change. But I think that's I kind of like it. Yeah. And let's add in some of this and some of this. I'll make it feel a bit patchy. Right. You know, like the edges are a bit worn. Don't want to do too much though. Oh, what am I doing? I'm making a pattern now. Right, there we go. What else? What else? There seems to be like a pole of some sort here. And then there's like a connection to the pole, and I'm not really sure what that connection is. It's like they're hanging something. It's on my I'm sorry you guys can't see the reference picture. I'm just kind of like working off this thing, and I'm not really sure what some of the bits are, but we'll just kind of like make it up as we go along. I think this is going to be a bait shop, and it's got like a little house above it, basically. We want both types of pots here, I think. And we're gonna be, they're obviously growing some stuff on the balcony here. We will discuss what they're growing. We will what's the word? Allude to it. This one. Right. I don't like the allium. What's that about? Can we do one of these? Yeah, there we go. A proper ghoul. Yeah, if you are into slow building and somebody humming Sonic, then this is the stream for you. And a sign. Do we want over here? I think I'm gonna go spruce. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of feeling that. It's weird, but I kind of feel it. I think. I don't know. Subject to change. Maybe we just. I feel like I'm looking and some like roofs and stuff just have like things like this attached. Nothing's perfect, is it? And then do we want like maybe just one support beam? Like, oh yeah, look, it's supported. Look at that. And then the other one is just like things hanging off of it. Can we get a chain? Get a chain. Yeah, let's do this. Like, you know, small houses, you've got to put things where you can, can't you? And then this one we'll do. Where's my propagule gone? No. And then we'll just. Ooh, we can put it on there. That'll do nicely. I just didn't want it right next to each other because it didn't feel right, but that works. Hey, I did not know you could put. That's actually so cute. Me try this. Yeah, not for this build, but maybe for another one. Hey, that's so cute. But yeah, not for this build. We don't talk anymore. Meh. No. Do that, and we'll do another tulip. I'll just do nothing then, because that's a bit too much. We actually want a way out of here, don't we? So we have that, and then maybe another window like this one. So what did we have? We had loom. Ah. so built this the wrong way. So we have a loom, and then we have these weird trap doors, but maybe we can like do it differently. Oh, how do I get in here? I'm gonna have to go around the back. So maybe we just do it differently. So let's get a fence. Because we don't want things to be too samey, do we? So maybe we attach a fence and then we attach a door like that maybe. And then like that. How's that look? Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, it's coming to life now. Like we used to do. Do we want more cream here? I think we do, but maybe not as tall. Just to keep the random. We need a bit of random in our lives. I mean, I suppose we could even do like okay, I feel like I'm happy now. I feel like some things are actually happening. I just want to like muddy up the blocks a little bit so it's not as it's not as like smooth and nice. And then just like keep throwing details at it and hope that stuff sticks. But yeah, I really like this little balcony thing that we've got going on here. I know it's a little similar to that one, but I'm just I'm doing my thing. I do like something that I've been doing is where I add like a little towel or something. Like, oh, someone's hanging something over here. Like that. I really can't get inside this place. Right, and it goes through, but then if you just put a carpet on top, it really looks like you're like hanging a towel or something, you know? Which is what you would do if you had a balcony, let's face it. So we've got a little towel over there. We've got some pots. And then, like I said, we're going to concentrate on this being like a little bait stand. So maybe we can do something kind of similar to what we did up there, but maybe like different colours. So like on one side, like this. And then it'll feel kind of like a shutter that they close when they're not open. You know? And you come here and you're like, you get your little bait and then you go fishing. And we can have like a cauldron with either bait or like maybe like some fishing poles. I can do some armor stand work, but we'll put a cauldron there to remind us. Okay, it's kind of happening, isn't it? As well. Got this blue bit here that's kind of just like stuck out at the moment and isn't really being very useful. So let's change this up a little bit. To something like this. Maybe this is a different window for something else that you get. No, I was a little bit worried this were going to be like a little bit too much of a dark colour and a contrast to what we've been doing. But I think that works. Also, do I just want this to be cream? Probably. There we go. And then it already gives like this separation between the two buildings. Do we want to come out one more time? Yes, we do want to come out one more time, but let's do this instead. So let's... No. Like that, maybe. What do we want to do? And then that on top. We could get rid of this, and then it feels like it's slowly going down a bit. Also, do I want to... No, I can't add it there because of the that sign. But if we got rid of the sign, maybe that... Nah. The sign's better. Okay. I don't want that there. That makes it feel weird. Half the time this stuff is just winging it and spending hours working on a project, and then you just sometimes don't like it and don't end up building it in survival, and that's okay. But I have been meaning to get around to this project for a while, and the fact that something's actually happening is really exciting to me. Now, would there be like something here maybe to display stuff, and then I don't know. There's something here. And then I feel like this is another like where you come and get stuff. The only blue that I've got is warped, and I just don't think that fits at all. So let's try the dark again. Or even spruce. I also love this technique as well, where you can kind of like split this and put a barrier right in the middle of the blocks by doing 2 trapdoors like this. And it just kind of like makes it feel like there's something in the middle here, rather than having to put something like on this side or this side. So maybe we leave it like that, and then do we want to try a campfire above here? Where's me shovel gone? Is that too much? Too much. I don't know what I just did, but I kind of like it. Then you would need something on this side though to cover it up. Maybe like that. And we could just do that all the way along. I don't know what this is supposed to be, okay? Maybe somewhere where you put your old fishing rods or something like that. Maybe this is the fishing rod return. Okay. So we've done that, and that's a little... Would that look better over here, though? Would it go with the colour better if I did that, but over here? Maybe. Nah. So this feels like a little window, doesn't it? Maybe we can make like a little shutter. Like here. Or just like a little window around here. So it's like this is where you come up and get your bits. Maybe just not this colour. I just don't think the dark oak works. What trapdoors have we got to work with? Not many nice ones. I like the pale oak. I just don't think it's going to work here. Spruce is the only decent trapdoor. Let's just face it. Except for maybe this one, but I'm going to hate myself in survival for using this block. Don't work. It don't work. Okay, there we go. So we've got a little place where you come here and maybe do like returns. Okay. What else would be hanging off of here? Would you have like maybe a little I want some stuff dangling and hanging and stuff, you know? Or maybe we can just do banners. Type scripting banners. Banners like this? Does this feel like a little shop kind of thing? Maybe just the ones on the side. And maybe like hanging lantern. But not there. This one. Also, something that I really like doing is just random assortment of colours for this. Hang on, hang sign. I don't want to do red because we've already got red. Let's do an orange one, and we could just do like, we want it to attach to the ceiling, but it's not wanting to. So why? Okay. And we'll just do random, and you just change the orientation like this. And it just feels like maybe something that you'd get like an advertisement for the shop, you know, and it's got like maybe like different prices for bait on it or things like that. And then we're gonna want to do something like that. I mean, it doesn't have to go right there, but I think it should go right there. We want it to be messy. We want it to be cluttered. We want it to feel like these people have lived here for ages and things are just like piling up because they've got no space. And I think this looks good. What else do we do? Just like a random hole here. Random one there as well, maybe. Okay. And now let's go in and do a little bit of texturing. Just in the places where you feel like the building might have worn, like in the corners. Like that. And then we can also grab some wall. Hey, welcome in. We're just building a little dock. And I'm just going through and doing a little bit of texturing. Kiniru plays. Hey, thank you. We've just been working on this little area here today. So we've just kind of like shaped this dock, and then we've placed down some really rough gold shapes. And then we're just trying to turn it into something that actually looks like a little building, dockside place. So this is going to be built in survival on an SMP that I play on called Interrealms. It's just that I like to pre-build my stuff, and then I take it into survival and I gather all the materials and I rebuild it there. I know that can sound like a little bit long-winded, but it's just how my process kind of works. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in my creative world, and these are kind of like, this is an area I'm working on. But not all of it is here. There's like some chunks missing. But yeah, we're working on this build right now. Try to add some detail here. So just wherever I can, just add in a bit of detail. That will do that. And then do we even want to maybe... thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Right. What do we want around here? It might just be as simple as having some almost not graffiti, but kind of like advertisements maybe on here. Is that the same painting every time? I just want a random painting. There we go, random. I hope I can play with another Minecraft YouTuber. Well, I play on a server called the Interrealms, and we are actually built up of there's over 40 of us now, and we're actually mostly content creators. Like, I think it's mainly streaming, but we have a few people that do videos as well. But yeah, that's the Interrealms. You can usually find the Discord in one of my videos. I think in my latest video. We don't allow people in straight away. There's a few things. You don't have premium Minecraft. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that means. What kind of painting is this, man? So let's do something like this. Right, and it can just be like random stuff. Let's get some signs as well. Some random signs maybe. Something like this. And then we'll do the hand sign thing again. The pictures are kind of weird. I know, but I'm hoping that it will kind of, once I put some more stuff in, I'm hoping that it will kind of feel like a graffitied wall. So it's kind of a trust the process kind of thing. Unfortunately, that's popped off there. I want this to be a 2x2. Like that, yeah. Okay, so I guess I can't put anything here. try the mud. Let's try turning this into stairs, and then we'll have something that we can hang things from. Here. And we probably want to cut this off as well so it feels like a display board. So maybe some stairs like this. And maybe this makes it a bit more obvious that this is... Hey, thank you. I've been working towards it for a little while now. And a couple of people have suggested doing vertical live streams. So I thought I would give it a go. It seems that people have had some success with it. So I thought, why not? I already stream over on Twitch. And I stream on Thursdays and Tuesdays. Just kind of like, just make this feel like a... I really want this to feel like a notice board of some kind. And then maybe we can have like, maybe we just put some at random, like a fishing rod and a bucket of fish, like this. The reason you created a YouTube channel is to earn money and buy Minecraft. Oh, bless you. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. Right, okay, so we've got some random stuff here. Hopefully this will be like, hey, this is a bait shop. And then maybe we do something like this and have cauldrons. With different... Ah! Oh my gosh! Come back here, fishy. Okay, now I'm just placing more fishes down. Get here. Oh, I feel terrible. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to save them. It's not happening. Oh, no. Nobody look at that, okay? Anyway, I was trying to pick up an item frame. That went really bad. This is what I was trying to do. Like that. And then just like maybe every other though. We don't want to go too crazy. Like that. And I do feel like there would be this along here maybe. Hey, welcome in, Blaze MC. How you doing? We're just creating a little dock at the moment. I feel like was this supposed to be something? Oh, we don't have the back of the house yet, but don't look at that. Yeah, this is... I'm trying to build like a little bait shop. And I'm thinking we have something on here to kind of like advertise that or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm good. I like to say that I'm always good when I'm playing Minecraft. You know? It's hard to be in a bad mood or sad when you play Minecraft. Um Oh gosh, do I want just kind of like a maybe like a rough pixel art of kind of like a fish? Or a bucket of fish, or just a bucket? Oh gosh, I don't know. Let's have a look at the fishing rod. Okay, the fishing rod. Hi, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. Um, and if you don't mind, please don't ask for gifts in the chat. Right. I think maybe it's this and some of that and some of this. Okay, I've got to ask, and maybe I'm just being like really silly here, but a lot of people are saying said hi, and I don't know what that means. Um, just wondering if we could do like a little. Let's try with stairs. Yeah. Then maybe like that. Hey, Aiden, welcome in. And then just like a maybe. Well, okay, we've already got a chain. Let's see what grey blocks we've got to work with. Okay, does that look like a little fishing rod? Maybe the lighter grey is better. Use iron bars, right? Okay. The only issue with iron bars is that I don't want it to stick to anything, which it will possibly. Yeah, see, it's kind of like it's gonna be a bit weird. Yeah. What about wall? Wall's kind of like an in-between. Let's try the andesite. mean, it's just supposed to be kind of like the gist of it. It doesn't need to be amazing. You know, it just needs to be like, hey, this is like a little fishing rod, but I don't know. Also, maybe the color's wrong. Like, if we look down here at this fishing rod, it's kind of like a... Well, it goes from darker and then gets lighter. I don't know if we can display that well on this scale. Maybe we just like leave the bottom dark and then it looks like the handle. Yeah, that's not gonna work. If this was a bigger scale, I would use this. But it's not gonna look great. Right. Can we fit a... Is it a grinder? Yeah, can we fit a grinder in here for the handle? And, like, make it look okay? Kinda? I just wish this had the curve in it that, like, a normal Minecraft hook does. Honestly, for this scale, that might just be fine. That might just be fine. But you see, this is why we're building creative first, you know? Sometimes it didn't work out. Maybe we just bring this whole thing over and down and across like that. Wait, hang on. We don't want to do that. We want to move, not smear. Across, that way, and down. And maybe we just don't need the back of this. But I do want it to have supports. So let's just do this. Why am I not picking that up? There we go. Let's just do this. No, is that not connecting? Hmm. I think that's the best we're gonna get. I don't. I'm not in love with it. I feel like it looks like a little fishing rod. I don't know. Actually, I kind of hate it. Okay, I tell you what, let's move it for now and see if we want to add it later, which we totally can if we want. Right, there we go. I want to add that, but then I also want to add. Let's just put that there for now, so we can see what this feels like without it. It was a cool idea, but I'm just not sure it works. So yeah, we've got some places for bait here, and we'll probably put like what? Let's type in fish and see what we get, because I think you only get like, yeah, you can only so many things you can put in these iron frames. I'll put that one there, because that was one there. You know, something like that. And we'll just fill these up with water. I can actually possibly do some armor stand magic on the actual server and put some stuff in there that's not just water, but like maybe some different blocks and make it look like bait. I'm thinking along the lines of the, oh, not the warp. What's it called? What's it called? You've got the warped stem, and then, but what's the other one? Oh gosh, I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, I feel like it would be in the something like the nylium or the warped nylium or even like something like this. Does this feel like, so it that this would be in there? That kind of feels like worms maybe, but it'd be in there and on an armor stand, so it won't go grey. Guys, can someone please tell me why people are saying said hi? Because, like, a few people have come in and said it now, and it's really confusing. Right, well, we have the front of this. The front of this feels like it's almost finished, maybe. Let's take a quick look with shaders, because this is how I play normally. So this is kind of what it'd be like. And then do we want to... do we want to do like a roof, kind of like what we've got here, where we make it like run down with the... like this, you know, just like peter in some of this. Where has she gone? What do you mean? I'm right here. I'm right here. Has the stream stopped? You guys are worrying me. Well, I'm being told the stream is still up, so... If I'm not there, maybe refresh? I don't know. Yeah, maybe just something like this. Right. I'm gonna do that for that one. So we've got a little bait station here. Maybe this is where you choose it and you get like some bags and then you can go on. And let's put some pots here. Maybe so you can like pick out your own bait, maybe? I don't know. When am I going to make the actual dock? Well, this whole chunk here is gonna be in the water. It's gonna be it's gonna be like a stone dock. It's not gonna be like a wooden dock. It's gonna be like a pier, and then like the dock down here is gonna be like this a little bit, but it's gonna be more of a pier and a dock and like a fishing area. I would rather not say, but I'm over 20. But yeah, I'm actually way over 20. Like 20 was a long time ago. But yeah. Don't you know it's rude to ask a woman her age? But here we go, yeah. I think this looks good now. I just don't know if I want to add in some moss like this. And some leaves. Yeah, I kind of no offense, but I kind of gathered when you said that you were struggling to buy Minecraft, that you were probably maybe still in school. But yeah, it's not a good idea to kind of, I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, but it's not a great idea to share your age on social media. There's not very nice. Not everyone's nice out there. So it's probably not a good idea. But yeah, you do you. Okay. Stop. Stop with what? Sorry. With putting the grass on top? Don't listen to Yushitoshi. Okay, wow. Hey, look, I can't control what anyone does. It's just, it's a piece of advice, and it's something that a lot of the streamers that I know will do, and that is to say not to share your advice. It's for, like everyone's safety, really. It's just a smart thing to not share your age. But again, I'm just a stranger on the internet, so you can't really. So you do you. But yeah, I feel like that's smart advice. Anyway. Right. Okay. Wow, you guys are terrible. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we leave these closed. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like something's happening. To say that we've done this. Okay, it's taken me 2 hours. Okay, that's quite a long time. But to say that there was nothing here 2 hours ago, I feel like something happened, you know? And I'm happy with it. I just don't look at the back. If you could stick to English in the chat, please, that'd be great. Thank you. Right. Can you add a fence and a gate around the house? The thing is that this is gonna be kind of like it's almost like shops where people walk through, because the idea of this is that it's gonna be a bait shop on the bottom. Like I feel like a fisherman would live here, and it's gonna be a bait shop on the bottom, and then it's gonna be like his house on the top and where he lives. And then we'll like have like a little boat here that maybe like he uses to go and get all the bait or whatever. I don't know. So who knows if someone fell? Yeah, I suppose. But like, I don't know where you come from, and I won't ask because that's personal. But in the UK, the docks are they're not exactly the safest. Right. Yeah, I've already asked nicely if you could stick to English, please. So if you carry on to like not listening, I'm gonna have to block you. There we go. I'm just a joker. I can't even say a word in my class. All of them start to laugh. All right. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one too far down. There we go. I don't know what the plan is for this bit here, but it's kind of coming together. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. Do I want to make this all blue? Yeah. I remember watching Dream when he did like his hunt thingies. And I did really enjoy those. I'd like to think that they weren't fake, but who knows? I've not seen any like building stuff. I see. I see what I've done wrong here. That needs to be that. Okay. And then that. So, oh, is this? I think we decided to make this all cream, didn't we? All sandstone. And then I might make this still. See you later. I'll catch you around if you pop into a stream again. Add a chimney where the fish is smoked. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I suppose it probably makes sense that he eats a lot of fish. I don't know what these other buildings are going to be like. Makes sense for this to be a chimney shop. Maybe like, I don't know, where you buy fishing rods and then something else. I don't know. Hey, that makes sense. Thank you. Like a dock, like where the dock guy lives. I'm not very good at coming up with law. I play on a server and people just have like really good law for their bases and I am just terrible at it. But I know it can be cringy, but I think it helps you be a bit of a better builder sometimes. Ooh, a gift shop. I really like the idea of a gift shop because we have, like I said, we have like a really good armor stand mod. In fact, let's write this down before we forget it. All right, we could even do like a cafe as well. So cafe. Oh, I know. Fish and chip shop. Fish and chips shop with gift shop. And then what was it? What did we say this one were gonna be? Maybe like the what are they called? There's a name for them when they're like the master of the dock. Is it just Dockmaster? Dockmaster's house slash rod shop, maybe? Right, so we've got that there. Maybe we just do this. Like that. Yeah, that feels good. You could make it abandoned, but like the top bit abandoned. I like the idea of it being kind of like looking really, really like busy and chock full of stuff though. I want it to feel like people are walking through here all the time, and maybe like add some. My idea was to kind of like add some guys down here that are fishing, like with armor stands and stuff. Right. Okay, so I don't love this block. I don't know if this mud works, but I think I'm happy with the shape of this now. And I just need to get rid of that, put that there. Maybe add one of them. Perhaps no, we'll add this. There we go. Feels better. When is the world set? Okay, so it's for me, I've chose to do like it's I want it to feel like rural Japan. Which is why I've got like these rice paddies here. So I've not really thought about a time when it would be set though. My shader pack. I am using video settings, shader packs. I'm using Complementary Unbound. It's just, I mean, the name says it all. It's just like a really complimentary shader pack. It's not too extreme. It's just like really nice. 1700s. I mean, I don't know. Would they have... I don't know if it goes with my base up here though. Because like this is an extension kind of my base. This isn't rural Japan. But I wanted it to feel like this was just like a castle where a scientist lives, or like a mansion where a scientist lives. So I don't think 1800s is gonna work. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. I suppose the hot air balloon and stuff. This is my main base on the Interrealms. This is where like I'm actually basing. This down here is just a little town that's gonna be at the bottom of my base. Thank you. Yeah, I built the floating island, and then I wasn't too happy with it, but it was kind of already built. I wish I'd have done a bit more texturing and things like that. it's more like patches, but I wish I'd kind of like, I don't know, like from underneath it feels a bit patchy. If you want to make it look abandoned but also look populated, make it destructed and ruined, but also a bit of dumping and rubbish around the dock, a bit house. Yeah, I could do like I don't think I'd want it to be fully abandoned, but I could do like I could make it feel like he's not there a lot, you know, maybe because he's always out fishing. Yeah, I will. I built everything in this world. Thank you. Do you want to see my favorite build? I will plug myself a little bit here and show you my favorite build. Where is it? There it is. This is my favorite build that I've ever done. It might be kind of hard to show you on here, like with the ratio, aspect ratio. But yeah, this is my dragon. He's a mossy dragon. And he's sleeping right now. But yeah, it's pretty big. And this is one of my favorite builds. Anyway, back to snowflakes. Hi. I'm showing off my dragon again. Ooh, you might like this, Snow. I've actually made some progress. Where am I? Yeah. Here we go. Look. I've started working on like a little dock area that's gonna be on the server. Here we go. Look, I've built this dock thing and I need to actually put builds on it, but it's happening. I'm trying to get this up quickly so that when I stream on Twitch in a couple of hours, I've actually got something to like get on the server and start gathering materials for. Yeah? It's supposed to be like a bait hut, and on top it's gonna be like a little house, like someone's living there. So like this is the window that you go up to and you buy your bait. Yeah. Maybe we should have like some prices of bait here. You know, like that. And now I'm doing this, which I'm doing the back, and I'm not really sure what to do with the back. Thank you. If you want my advice, don't make them all freestanding. Get that crowded feel with linked buildings. Sorry, yawning. I was up very early, Snow. I woke up at 6 and I couldn't sleep, which is why I'm randomly streaming now. Yeah, I suppose I could do like a connection maybe between these two. But I really liked the idea of like coming down here, coming down little alleyways. Yes, washing line makes sense. I've done like a washing line here. I could do something like this between. Also, lanterns, that's a good idea. What do you mean I torture myself? But yeah, I want this to be hooked up to these. I've made like these little like electrical poles, and I really want to have one over here and then connecting to the actual island. So I want there to be some power boxes and things like that as well that I'm going to add. And I'll probably like have another one of these. Hang on. I'll probably have another one of these like over here because I mean they've got to get power somehow, right? Are you up at 6 streaming all day, Torture? Well, it's gonna be the other one's gonna be a bit of a later stream, but we'll see how it goes. An arch bridge that people can walk over or under. Oh, like maybe between two of the houses, and then like this, but obviously nicer. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But there's lots. Yeah, I want these to be like absolutely cram packed to the point where you have to kind of like maneuver to get down them, like, because maybe I don't know. Just because there's so much stuff. Fish markets. Yeah, that I'm selling like bait here, but yeah, there's so much we could add to this thing, and the reference picture that I'm using from Pinterest is beautiful, and it's just so cram packed with stuff. I'll see if I can show you guys the actual reference picture. See if I save this and then Twitch references. Save. If you bear with me. I'm gonna just quickly try add like a source here and add a reference picture. It's free. Here we go. Okay. Right, okay, can you guys actually see that? So this is the reference picture that I'm working with. And yeah, you can see that there's like it's a stone dock, and there's just so much going on these houses, but the shape of them and the base of them is like quite basic, you know, but there's just so much thrown at it that it looks really detailed and cool. But yeah, let's get back to it. Right, Snow. So yeah, that's kind of like the feel that I'm trying to capture here. And in the picture you have like these stairs that are going down to the water, and it's like literally maybe where people are just picking up some, you know, lobster traps or things like that, and then or maybe just sat fishing, you know, with some fishing poles. Yeah. So let's also add something that there's here is there's just kind of like the most basic chimneys ever, where it's literally just like something like this, and then you put some carpet on top. Like that, and it just, I don't know, I think it does something. Do I want to do that maybe? And then add, yeah, because you can't actually see that. No. So let's do that. And then this. I don't know what Stop means. Stop means. I'm gonna need more. Is it the way that I'm moving around maybe? Because I'm afraid that's just how I move. Um right. So we have some little thingies there. And then would you have like a weather vane on something like this? You know, like would you have that or not? If you're in the middle of the sea, maybe something to tell you if the sea's too, I don't know, if the sea's too, if it's too windy. Would you have something like that? Hmm. That's a bit too much, right? Hmm. Yeah, I like it. I just don't know if it belongs here. Right. Let's try and add some more blocks around here before we add more detail. Right, do we want all this to be red? I appreciate that, but honestly, I've met so many good builders. So many builders that just like are just like crazy better than me. The have fun. I'm guessing you mean homework. So good luck. Good luck with that. Na, 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 na. Ant cobbler. Why is it because of how is it because I'm so much older? See ya. Right. I don't know if I like this. We'll see. I might just do this to kind of make me feel better about this separation. And then that kind of like defines the two builds a little bit, and it almost makes me feel a little bit better, like it's got some kind of support. Ooh. It would be really nice to get this finished, and then I can go and I can actually start building this. Like, even if it's just one building, I can feel like I'm actually making some progress. Oh, how do I want the back of this to go? Do I want this to just be like one thing? It's kind of the back, so do I need to do as much on it? Also, do I want to do this? You are not me. Right, okay. Do I want to change this to a wood? I feel like I do. So let's replace mud bricks because I'm not loving it. And let's try a wood type. Let's try mangrove wood and see what happens. And we want to copy the properties and replace this completely. Ooh. Ooh, I kind of like that, you know. I kind of like that a lot. And it matches the feel and the vibe as well. Only problem is, it's kind of hard to texture. Isn't it? That's the only issue. This could be disappointing. What could be disappointing? I think I like that. I just don't, I don't know. Maybe I want to add in like a few bits where maybe the wood's gone. I don't know what stop means. Is it because you're disagreeing with something that I've changed? Is that what it is? I'm guessing you're a builder, Aiden. I get that feel from you because you've had some really good ideas. Don't like it here. I like it up on the roof. Don't love it here. But maybe maybe it's just the way I've done it. Those brown patches should be where the paint weathered away. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I've tried to like. I feel like it would weather here in the corner. A little bit, maybe on the edges, but I don't want it to be. But I want to keep the red because I like the red. It would be easier repaint the lower parts than the higher parts, so there should be less on the lower parts. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense to me. Right. So we've added a little bit of texture there, and I really like the red now. I prefer that for definite. But let's add some of this throughout here. I feel like it would really get the edges, the moss, and you live in near the ocean, you know, you right on the ocean. I feel like you're gonna get a little bit of not rusting, but like a little bit of mossy. Like this. Right, well, let's just copy this window here that we've done. And pop it over here. For kind of continuity. And just so this wall isn't as plain. Okay. What else? Should we have something here? I need to build a dock in my world sometime soon too. This is good help. I've created a lot of law with my people. There's a religion and all. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I love it when people can make religions like that. I'm just not religions. Sorry. I love it when people can make law like that. I'm just terrible at it though. Right, this is gonna be like maybe a window that's half open. So do we want to maybe do like glass like that? You know, like it's been slid up. That's kind of what I want that to feel like. Yes, once I'm finished, it will get saved in my live streams, yeah. What did I do over here on this box? I just did a really simple window like this, and the copper kind of like really complemented this wood here. So I might just do the same because, yeah, because I can. Like that. Or maybe we do like, nah. This needs to be changed to this now. No, that's too much. Unless I push it back one. But no, because that's gonna show. Just gonna do that, and then I'll have to just put some plant pots on there. Leaves. Yeah, I could try just leaves. You mean like just like this? Like that? There is, in that picture, there is kind of like a lot of greenery on this back one here, but it kind of feels like a tree maybe has somehow grown here, but I'm not really sure how that would work. Because there is trees on this dock. But how would we do it? Would we do it like... Okay, so we have this tree here that's growing off the back of this house here. But I just don't know how that would work. I feel like if we were gonna have a tree, it would have to be in like a pot. It's the only thing that makes sense on a dock. But where's the roots going? You know what I mean? Like, where's it come from? Because there's just gonna be water under here. So I want it to make sense. you know? So like what, not a cauldron, what are the other things called? Composters. Would it be kind of like a tree that's kind of like in one of these? And is it kind of grown a bit like this? One that grows on salt water. Do it? A tree? Is there trees that grow on salt water? I didn't think there were trees that grew on salt water. I can make this work. We'll add it. Oh, like a mangrove. Yeah. That would make sense, actually. I mean, the thing about putting it in a pot like this is we kind of can just get away with doing any kind of tree that we want because it's coming from a pot and it's kind of just like outgrown its pot. Yeah, I'm just not sure one this big would make sense, would it, in a pot? What about we did like a wall? Like a tough wall. Would that be better? And then no. It's the stump it is too unstump it. Yeah, I get that. I just didn't. I didn't see it making sense that it was just growing, which is why I wanted to try and make it work in a pot. Okay, hang on. Let me change this here. Let me select this and this and all of this. All right, and then sorry about the hash movement. It's just because I'm in like a different menu here now. Subtract that. No. Okay. And I'm going to cut it and move it and put it over here. And I'm going to try something else here. I want to see if this tree that I've done here would work. Or if it'd be too big. It might be too big. But I already have this tree, so why not repurpose it? Okay, magic select all leaves. Why am I not selecting stuff? Anyway. Because I have shaders on and it doesn't like shaders. Right. I copy this and make it work over here. I think this is too big. Yeah, this is much too big. Oh well. Also, it was kind of like designed to go around that house, so it didn't really make sense for it to work here. Yeah. Oh well. Right. Yeah, I'm just like I said, my only worry is that I don't think it makes sense to have that kind of tree. I feel like a tree in a pot would make sense. Or like vines that have run up it, you know, but not a full-on tree. Okay. Right, well, I have actually been streaming for 3 hours now. So I think it's time. Okay, this has grown just while I've been stood here from these stupid propagules. But I think it's time to maybe call it here, because I feel like we've done a really good job. Like, I've had some help from chat and it's been really nice, and I feel like we've got to a good place. So I am gonna call it here. I might carry on working on this in a stream over on Twitch a little bit later today, because I'm trying to keep my normal stream, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays on Twitch. This is just kind of like an experiment to see if I wanted to add YouTube vertical in, and I think I do. I think this has been a lot of fun. There's a bit of been able to chat with some new people. But yeah. So I will see you later, and I'll hopefully do this again sometime soon. But thanks for hanging out, everyone. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye.